Greetings to Echo Zero Papa Golf Sierra here. Today I'm having to do a standing review because my cat has decided to steal my computer chair. So I'm trying to see how this works. I'm holding the camera on sort of a handheld position using a small sort of tripod like thing. Anyway, today we've got a whiskey review of something I've been waiting to get my hands on for a while. This is the Glenfiddich IPA experiment. Number 1 in the experimental series, single malt Scotch whisky, 70 centilitre bottle, 43%. This is chill filtered. I'm not sure if it's got colouring, but also have a look on camera. Indian Pale Ale cask finish, zesty and hoppy. So this is the IPA experiment. So essentially Glenfiddich barrel aged their whiskey in ex-IPA beer brewing barrels. So skillfully crafted, enjoy responsibly, William Grant and Sons Limited. Blah 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 blah. Doesn't really say anything on here. There's no blurb. So nothing here at all really. Let's crack into it. It's got a relatively wood looking stopper. Let's see if I can open this up one-handed. Yeah, you lost the camera, I think. Yep, real piece of wood. Don't worry, I wasn't going to eat that. So let's pour this out into a glass. So I've been trying to save the last piece of this for this review. Bear in mind I'm trying to do this all one-handed, if it looks a bit funny. Here is the whiskey. It's quite light in colour, so I'm not sure if there is, I don't think there's any colouring to be honest. It doesn't look like they would add colouring to that, it's quite pale. I think if they were to add colouring it would be a lot darker looking. It smells quite light. Slight creamy smell. Sweetness. Zesty and sweet. That's mainly what I'm getting. So this was originally about 50 quid when it came out in the shops, which I thought was quite ridiculous. Well, I just thought it was a bit ridiculous at that price when it came out, but now I'm finding it about 42, 43 quid, which I think is more reasonable. So I picked it up for that price. Let's give it a try. Packs a bit of a punch. Again, this is the last of this bottle. I saved that last bit for this review, so hopefully this works in one take. And I've already been thrown off with the cat stealing the chair, and I want to make this review tonight. So yeah, it's got a zesty kick to it, sort of strong finish. It's slightly punchy. It tastes sort of. It's quite smooth, but the aftertaste is a nice little kick. It reminds you of whiskey, you know. It's decent. I prefer it to the regular Glenfiddich. Is it Glenfiddich 12? Which one's the one in the green bottle? Whichever one the green bottle is, I believe that's 12. It could be 10. I'm pretty sure it's 12. Brown is 16. Brown's much better than 12. So the brown's pretty good. I don't like the regular Glenfiddich 12. I wouldn't bother buying it myself. This is better than regular Glenfiddich 12. But again, you're playing the higher price mark. Can't say I taste much of the IPA stuff in there. It's got a slight more zesty note to it really, that's about it. And it's got a decent burn despite being 43, and it's got a slight sweet smell to it. It's quite a sweet whiskey. But a decent whiskey. I've tried this Jameson Stout. I haven't tried Jameson's IPA one yet, but the Jameson Stout, this is better. Although you're comparing two completely different sort of flavour profiles, this is a much more punchy whiskey, whereas the Stout is too smooth. It doesn't remind you it's whiskey. So this has a bit more bolder flavour. So if you're looking for that, it's decent. They should keep experimenting with this stuff. Of course, beer and whiskey, two of my favourite things. So it's good that they're experimenting, trying to bring those new flavour profiles into the whiskey game, sort of craft whiskey. So yeah, I'd say I'd recommend it. It's not bad at all. It's much better than their 12. So decent whiskey. Yeah, I need to get my hold of the other experimental one they have. I can't remember what that is, but they do have another experimental. It's got a funny, it's like an X. It's a very dark black bottle. So that's a bit hard to find at the moment, but hopefully I'll get a video on that one. There isn't many videos on this for some reason, but it's decent. Pick it up at about 42. Don't pay 50. That's a bit too much for what the whiskey is. 40 quid is good whiskey. 42 quid, good whiskey. So thanks for watching. 2 Echo 0 Papa Golf Sierra, clear.